Hello again, Reverend Pete Gordon here for Jabez Ministries. Another in our series of devotional video chats. Welcome. In keeping with what we've been talking about how to see people with disabilities as gifted by God. Well, one of the ways that we can really see that is through what I've mentioned before. A word that I've used before from the Greek, koinonia. It's community in Greek, but it's not community in the sense that just coming together as a group of friends. It's fellowship. In fact, it's thick fellowship, as I mentioned before. And a really fantastic example of that is found in Luke chapter 5, verses 17 to 20. One day Jesus was teaching, and the Pharisees and teachers of the law were sitting there. And they had come from every village of Galilee and Judea and Jerusalem. And the power of the Lord was with Jesus to heal the sick. Now some men, carrying a paralyzed man on a mat, tried to take him into the house to lay him before Jesus. And when they could not find a way in because of the crowd, they went up on the roof. And lowered him on his mat through the tiles into the middle of the crowd, right in front of Jesus. And when Jesus saw their faith, he said, "Friend, your sins are forgiven." Please notice something extremely important here. When Jesus saw their faith, plural is used, he's talking to the friends. And then when he pronounces forgiveness of them, he's talking to the man in the mat. Notice what he does and doesn't do. He pronounces forgiveness. Friend, your sins are forgiven. When he saw the faith of his friends. But he doesn't say, you're healed. But he says your sins are forgiven. Now, in the following text, he has a bit of a debate, so to speak, with the Pharisees who are upset with him. They don't see the miracle, but what he says is, you've claimed the authority of God. Only God can forgive sins, not you. So Jesus says, hey, look, I'm God's son. I'm the one sent into the world. But so you would understand that I have the authority of God the Father. If you would listen, and I would say, take up your mat and walk. And as he said that, the man picked up his mat and he was able to walk. Which is easier to do? To say your sins are forgiven, or pick up your mat and walk. And Jesus did both. What's easier for us to do? Go up to a person with a disability and say, come with me, work with me? To reach out to a person with disability in our churches and say, hey, what gifts do you have that you can bring to our worship? Which is easier to do? To say, come and join us? And have Jesus see our faith? Or to say, we can't have you because whatever disability they perceive we can't do. Which is easier? So have we reached out in thick fellowship to the person with disabilities in our churches? Has Jesus seen our faith and his faith and her faith? This is how it's made known. This is how it's seen. So reach out, please. If you know somebody in your congregations, in your communities, in your schools, wherever, at your job, please reach out to them. They have gifts. And they need to be called out and used for the glory of God's kingdom. Thank you.